sort of directly behind you past all the stalls. We have the stalls. You can virtually buy anything here. A beret, cap badge, vehicle pass, and you can probably find yourself a vehicle for sale. So if you really fancy buying yourself a tank, I'm sure you can find one here for sale. I guarantee it will drain your wallet and fuel. That's the only problem. But so much more. Other things you get to go and see is our Royal Artillery Museum over here, who supports us every year, which is, again, my left, your right. And you'll see the big gun poking up in the air, so that's the Royal Artillery Museum. They've got some very, very nice bits of kit, and I promise you they won't buy it. You know, they're really, really nice people. Also, just alongside the entertainment, we have got a Spitfire that's currently put together. I think it's just the first sort of half of it in the cockpit, but that's well worth a look. But we've also got all the vehicle exhibits that are parked around, so don't be afraid. Go and talk to them. They will be happy to tell you about every single nut, bolt, plate, where it's been, what it's done, how much it's cost them, how much the other half hates it. Yeah, they'll be happy to tell you that. As vehicle owners will know. But right, let's concentrate on what's in the arena. So like I said, so we're starting off with World War II light vehicles, even though we do have a bit of a heavy in here. So I'll try and talk as we go along, but we'll start with the biggest that's in here, which is the GMC truck. So this will be used for virtually everything, which is for load carrying, troop movement. There's a very famous GMC convoy, which is called the Red Bull Express. Now they were running from the port all the way to the front line, and of course as the front line moved forward, the route got longer and longer and longer. And they would be carrying anything from guns, bullets, berets, shoes, socks, food, water, anything that the front line units needed, these vehicles would supply. So it may not look like much, it may not have big guns bristling all over it, but it's probably one of the most important vehicles of World War II, because a soldier can't fight without bullets, food and support. So there were thousands of these on the Red Bull Express, absolutely thousands. And they were doing convoys 24/7, day, night, they just kept going and kept going. So as we come round, you'll see the Jeeps. So over 250,000 Jeeps were made during World War II. So there was quite a few, but they were put out on the Lend-Lease policy. So the British had them, the Australians had them, the Polish had them. So, but they all kind of had the same US markings with the stars. Now what you might notice on the front of some of the Jeeps is a star, and some of the stars have got a circle around them. So a single star is just depicting that it's an American Jeep. The one that's got a broken circle around the side, they call that the invasion star. So this would have been, vehicles coming in after the storming of the Northern Beaches. And it was just to signify, what that vehicle had been through. The numbers on the side were allocated to that vehicle, so you could tell which unit it was from, and basically which batch number it had come from when they were built. So we're going to move on to something a little bit bigger, which is the Dodge. I love these vehicles, they're really, really nice, they're user-friendly, they're just about fit in carriage, they're not too bad on fuel, and just coming sort of around the top corner of the moment, which is the Dodge Command car. So this would have been used for taking officers' rounds, to see the troops and stuff like that, hence why I look more like an officer's. I'm going to try and guess what this is. It's a Gaz 67. He didn't just tell me that, eh? Yes, you tell us.
So this is a Gaz 67 from 1944. It's essentially the Russian equivalent of the Willys Jeep, produced towards the end of the Second World War into the 50s. 3.5 litre petrol engine, 54 brake horsepower, but plenty of torque and plenty of fun.
Yeah, I've seen these airborne. Yeah, they're really, really good. Right, so, like I said, with the Jeeps on the Lend-Lease policy, So this is a classic example of what the British airborne Jeeps